Welcome to Exposure by Badger, episode 2. This series focuses on bringing exposure. At this moment, we're focusing on photographers. I started the series because I'm working on an app that is going to bring portfolios and turn them into a digital billboard. I'm working on an app and I'm currently stuck. I'm currently stuck because I'm not the technical co-founder and I'm trying to figure out ways how to bring this idea to life. What can I do, right? Like the question is, what can I do when I don't have a physical copy? It isn't like I could go and talk to people about this app because I don't have an app. I just have an idea. But how can I bring this idea to life without having a physical product? And all of that comes down to figuring out what I'm trying to do. What problem am I trying to solve? At this very moment, I think I'm trying to solve I think the problem that I'm trying to solve is that I think the problem that I'm trying to solve focuses around exposure, helping helping clients, helping users get more exposure for the brand. As time goes by, I start seeing the importance of building your own brand, whether it be a business brand or a personal brand. I'm still myself am trying to figure out and learn what a brand is. What's the whole purpose about a brand? I hear brand this, I hear brand that, but honestly, I still don't really understand what it is. I have an idea of what I want. I've seen my dad struggle with marketing himself. I've seen my brother as a barber struggle with marketing himself. I myself sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to network with other people. How can I reach out to them? Finding a way to bring exposure to people's brand is, I think, my main priority. I think that's the problem I'm trying to solve. How will I do that? I honestly don't know. I'm trying to figure that out as I go. Again, I have an idea. I have a dream, but I just don't know how to bring it to life. If only I had an app that could help me find people. If only I had an app that helped me build a community around me. And I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the way we market ourselves. I'm trying to change the way we connect with people. I'm not revolutionizing anything, but I'm just bringing what we've left behind. And the way I'm trying to do this is by bringing my idea into a live version. Again, we're trying to focus all about exposure. I understand that, you know what, sometimes exposure could be hard, especially if we're like introverts. Sometimes we're scared to put ourselves out there, but it's super, super important to put ourselves out there. Put our ideas out there. So yeah, this is what Badger's all about, bringing exposure to brands. The niche I am currently going to focus on is going to be photography. I myself am a photographer. I don't like labeling myself. I think that's the issue, but I do love taking pictures. Back a couple years ago when I was really into photography, I wanted an app that would help me connect with other photographers or models in the area that I was with. Sometimes Instagram took too long. Sending endless emails, as we're going to see, takes too long. I want something more efficient, something more at the moment, on the moment, on the moment, on the moment. A platform where I could connect face to face, skip those endless conversations, skip those endless messages back and forth that honestly don't lead to nothing. So that's what we're working on. Again, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to bring exposure to brands. Again, we're going to be focusing on photography right now because the app is going to target photographers. So that's going to be the niche we are starting off at. And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm honestly super, super scared. What I'm going to be doing right now is probably the scariest part of this whole journey. It's scary in the sense of rejection. I'm going to get rejected so many times. I'm going to be ignored so many times. And I think that one thing I'm trying to learn is not to take things personal. They're not ignoring me because I'm a bad person. They're not ignoring me because I'm an idiot. They're not ignoring me because of no other reason but, they're busy. If someone reached out to me, I probably would. No, I wouldn't ignore people because I honestly like having those conversations. But I definitely understand. Again, we take things so personal. I myself take things so personal when in reality it shouldn't be like that. So one of the biggest fears that I am gonna face on this journey is rejection and being ignored, and learning not to take things personal. This is honestly one of the things that's held me back the most, but it's something we have to get over with. The goal for tonight, not the goal, but the goal is to send 25 messages. 25 messages. 25 times 7. 175 messages I should be sending by the end of this week. Times 4 is 700 messages I should be sending in a month. From those 700 messages, I might get let's say a 2% return rate. Maybe 14 messages I might get back from sending 700 messages, but it's all part of the game, part of the process. And we just got to keep pushing. So we're going to be focusing on photographers. We're going to start reaching out to them. Yeah. So we're going to start off with Instagram. We're also going to do TikTok. I personally like TikTok a lot more, especially for references, trying to find new photographers. But we're going to see why it's so important, why Badger's so important. So right here, I honestly love my aesthetic of my Instagram because it's tailored to like photography, fashion, and just different aesthetics. So that's honestly what I love. But yeah, so we're gonna search up portrait. We're gonna search up just photographers. We're going to search up photographers, and we're going to start messaging photographers. You know what? Let's narrow things down a lot more, and we're going to do portrait photography. Portrait photographers. And with the help of ChatGPT, we came up with like a quick pitch that we could send people, and this is what the pitch sounds like. Hello, and then it includes my name, Abisai. Hello, I hope you're doing well. My name is Abisai. Hello. Oh, hi. Not my name, but whoever I'm messaging. It's gonna be hi. I hope you're doing well. My name is Abisai, and I'm working on a project called Badger, a platform designed to help photographers showcase their portfolios, gain visibility, connect with their community, and build their brand in real time. I'd love to learn more about your experience as a photographer. What challenges do you face when it comes to marketing yourself, getting noticed, or building meaningful connections? If a platform were built specifically to support photographers like you, what features would you find most helpful for making marketing easier and more effective? Your feedback would mean so much to me, as my goal is to create something that truly helps photographers succeed. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I hope we get the chance to connect. Best regards, Abisai. Again, I'm jumping onto something that I know nothing about. The tech world. And some of the videos that I've resonated with is they focus a lot on user feedback, and that is what we're gonna be focusing all our effort on, is getting user feedback. We're trying to build a marketing app that turns your portfolio into a digital billboard, to help you gain more exposure with the community around you, but also to connect you and build those face-to-face connections and with the community around you. We're starting with photography because I myself wanted to use this app a long time ago, whenever like photography was big. I wanted to find a better way for me to connect with other photographers, connect with other models without the need of going on Instagram and spending so many hours, literally hours, trying to find a photographer or a model to work with. You send a lot of messages, and from those messages you might get like maybe a couple messages back, and from those messages you do get back, the probability of you meeting up with someone is very, very small. And that's one thing I really want to change. I want to build an app that helps you showcase your portfolio more efficiently, helps you gain more exposure, which means more collaborations, more work, more opportunities brought on to you, and just bringing back that face-to-face conversations. I'm starting to understand the importance of face-to-face conversations, the importance of meeting up with people, the importance of actually building relationships and friendships. I'm really starting to realize that. I'm starting to notice that, and I really understand now that, you know what, that is super, super important in order for you to get anywhere in life. I started making new friends. I started meeting new people. And the best way for me to start nurturing these friendships and these relationships is having those face-to-face conversations, taking time out of my day to spend it with these people. And it's an investment that we have to start making. So again, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the best app. We're trying to build the best company. We're trying to build the best tech startup, and the only way that we're able to do that is by getting actual like feedback from users. So we need to come up with a good message, a good starter message. So what we're gonna do is gonna go to Instagram. We're gonna go to Instagram, and we are gonna portrait photographers, and we're just gonna start sending messages to people. Bay Area, California. So this is perfect, actually. Again, from all these messages, we are going to be sending. The probability of us getting a response back is going to be very, 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 very small. So the whole goal is to send as many. The whole goal is to send as many messages as possible. The whole goal is to start building, start creating. The whole goal is to start creating value to other people. The whole goal is to start building an actual community. So yeah, that's what we're gonna start doing, trying to focus on. And the first person we're gonna be messaging, again, it's gonna be sylvies.photos on Instagram, sylvies.photos. Photographer, Bay Area, capturing you. And yeah, we're just gonna start messaging people. We're gonna start we're gonna just like that, just start messaging people until we get banned. Pace. You started a chat with style. We use your information from the chat to improve your experience. Okay, let's copy this message. Let's see if it's too long. No, it's not long enough. Okay, cool. Hello. 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 I hope you're doing well. My name is Abisai, and I'm working on a project called Badger. A platform designed to help photographers showcase their portfolio, gain visibility, connect with their community, and build their brand in real time. I would love to learn more about your experience as a photographer. What challenges do you face when it comes to marketing yourself, getting noticed, and building meaningful connections? If a platform were built specifically to support photographers like you, what features would you find most helpful for making marketing easier and more effective? Your feedback would mean so much to me, as my goal is to create something that truly helps photographers succeed. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I hope we get the chance to connect. Best regards, Abisai. Send. Again, copy. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of messages. Again, messages like this come off as spam, come off as very spammy, and I don't like it. But it's just something we have to get over. Like that's one of my biggest fears is coming off as spam. But at this very moment, we can't be making excuses for ourselves. We just gotta hit it hard, and just start messaging people. Michael Sazer is gonna be the next one. Again, we're doing Instagram. We are currently, we typed in portrait photography, and we're gonna be going down the list and just start messaging people. Um, and yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna show a couple. Okay, so hey Michael. Hey Michael. Michael. Hey Michael. Hey Michael. Smiley face. Um, Hey Michael, I hope you're doing well. My name is Abisai and I'm working on a project called Badger, a platform designed to help photographers showcase their portfolio, gain visibility, connect with their community, and build their brand in real time. I'd love to learn more about your experience as a photographer. What challenges do you face when it comes to marketing yourself, getting noticed, or building meaningful connections? If a platform were built specifically to support photographers like you, what features would you find most helpful for making marketing easier and more effective? Your feedback would mean so much to me, as my goal is to create something that truly helps photographers succeed. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I hope we get the chance to connect. Best regards, Abisai. So we're down to two photographers. We have to send 23 more messages. We got to send 23 more messages to in order for us to call it a night. We are going to be here until we send those 25 messages. Again, we got to start taking this serious. If we don't, then we're never going to get anywhere in life. Lucian. Hello, Lucian. Okay, so this is going to be photographer number 3. Lucian Labine, Photography, Vermont. Again, we're just going to be going down the line, showing love to people. We are going to... Hey, Rachel. Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Again, the whole thing, we are just gonna be copy and pasting. Again, that's why I don't really feel comfortable doing this, because it's very spammy. Just copy and pasting it. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna send at least 100 messages this way, and if we don't get a response back, we are gonna have to change our tactics. We're still gonna be messaging people, but we gotta find a more efficient way to connect with people on through social media, right? So this person is going to be rvn.photography_. And yeah, this is some of her work, which is pretty cool. Leticia, North Carolina. Charlotte, photographer, Luciano. Leticia, photography. Back to happy choice, investing shares in my photography. Okay, so what is this? What message is this gonna be? Hello, hello, Leticia. Again, so this is gonna be Leticia S Z Santos. On Instagram. I think she's a Brazilian photographer. Let's check out some of her work. She has some pretty nice pictures. Okay, let's see. Toronto, Ontario. Beth Toronto Models Creator. Okay, so this one is going to be underscore SKART, SKART underscore. Photographer, retoucher, Toronto, photos, Miami, retouching course for sale. You see, I need to start taking more. I need to start taking more studio photography. And I need to get back to taking pictures. Cause like shooting from different angles and seeing other people's work, honestly, is it's so awesome. Let's message Kathy. Hey Kathy. Hey Kathy. Hey Kathy. Okay, cool. Retoucher. Cool. Let's see if we keep finding some cool photographers. Sarah Petty, photography business mentor, teaching portrait photographers. Teaching portrait photographers to build businesses that puts family first. New York Times bestselling author of Worth Every Penny. Oh no, we just liked the ad, which is horrible. Okay, so we're just gonna paste it and hello Sarah. Sarah. Hello Sarah. Okay, so I'm not really sure how many messages we've sent so far. We probably still haven't sent 10 messages, which is okay. But we gotta keep sending messages. Again, I think we gotta send more than 500 messages, because from those 500 messages, we're probably gonna get 2% messages response. So that's not good enough. But we got to keep putting ourselves out there. Sending messages like this is probably my least favorite part of building this startup. But at this very moment, it's super, super important to start gathering data from potential users. Again, my niche is going to be photography. So that's why we're trying to reach out to as many photographers as possible. I'm trying to figure out what struggles they face whenever it comes to marketing. Again, I'm trying to build an app that focuses on putting your portfolio into a digital billboard, and helping you get more exposure to the community around you, which hopefully is going to bring more business, bring more collaborations, and just bring more opportunities and encourage those face-to-face conversations. Those are the two main things that Badger is going to focus on. Those are the two main things Badger is all about. First of all is bringing exposure to your brand. And the second thing is helping you connect and build a community around your niche. So yeah, we're gonna be focusing on photography. Photography is the number one thing we're focusing on right now. That is where we're gonna be starting our niche, and from there we're gonna be moving on to small businesses, entrepreneurs, creatives, and things like that. But the main goal right now is just to reach out to as many photographers as possible. Again, sending messages is my least favorite way of doing things. This is option one, right? This is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing this until we get banned from all the platforms available. It's just to keep sending messages. I need to find a better way to. I gotta find a better way to provide value. I gotta find a better way to provide value to photographers in order for them to want to be part of what I'm trying to do. I already did 2 surveys, both of them on Google. I linked them to my social medias. So hopefully, once they start bringing more value to photographers, they're gonna want to fill out these surveys, just so that way that they're able to fill out these surveys without me needing to like message them. But for now, we got to put in the work. We're gonna be sending a lot of messages, and again, do I expect to get response from these messages? Absolutely not. But we just got to keep trying. We got to keep trying, and we got to keep trying. Okay, so the next person we're gonna be reaching out to, it's gonna be daria.coso.photo on Instagram. Again, we just typed in portrait photography on Instagram, and from there we're just going down and just messaging people as we go. Again, the tactic that I'm using right now is gonna come off very spammy. Again, that's the reason why I really don't like this tactic. But I gotta try everything and anything. If I was to say, you know what, no, I don't want to be sending messages because it's too spammy, it's just an excuse. Am I afraid to send messages? Of course I am. I don't want to be rejected, nor do I want to feel ignored. But it's just part of the process. I just gotta get over this and just keep gotta keep pursuing my dreams. Like, this is something I'm very, very passionate about, and I gotta try everything and anything to get to where I need to be. So we're gonna send her a message. And again, this is what the message reads. It says, "Hello." I think her name's Daria, right? Hello. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know if I should put Daria. Yeah, why not, right? Hey, Daria. So this is what the message reads. It says, "Hey Daria, I hope you're doing well. My name is Abisai, and I'm working on a project called Badger, a platform designed to help photographers showcase their portfolio, gain visibility, connect with their community, and build their brand in real time. I'd love to learn more about your experience as a photographer. What challenges do you face when it comes to marketing yourself, getting noticed, or building meaningful connections? If a platform were built specifically to support photographers like you, what features would you find most helpful for making marketing easier and more effective? Your feedback would mean so much to me, as my goal is to create something that truly helps photographers succeed. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I hope we get the chance to connect. Best regards, Abisai." Again, this person has 73,000 users. Do they need my help marketing themselves? Absolutely not. But again, the whole goal is to get out of this funk of messaging people. I want to message people that are on top of their career, and I want to message people that are barely starting on their career. I want to gain as much data as possible. I want to gain as much experience as possible from people that are already professionals, people that are barely starting out. Again, I'm starting to understand and learn that, you know what, in order for me to be able to build the best app out there, I have to get as much user data as possible. I need to put in the work every single day to connect with photographers, to talk to photographers, learn their pain points, learn what they struggle with. But I think the biggest thing that I also need to focus on is like coming up with good questions to ask, for when these opportunities do arrive, that I'll be ready to ask the right questions. So the next photographer we're gonna be looking at is gonna be Travers underscore photos, 54,000 followers. Does this guy need my my app? Probably not. At this very moment, he might not need it, but I know that in the future, this app is gonna help a lot of people. So we gotta get over the fear of messaging people. Like, this is pretty sick. Um, like this photo right here. Love this. Love this. And again, that's why I really like doing this. That's why I really like. That's why I wanted to. That's why I was when I was first starting to figure out like what niche I wanted to work with. I was gonna do entrepreneurs. I was looking at real estate people. I wanted to do everybody, right? I truly want to help everybody. I wanted to start with everybody, but I'm like, I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to real estate. I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to different things. The one thing I am knowledgeable in is photography. The one thing I am super passionate about is photography. I love looking at pictures. I love being inspired. So that's why I decided to just stick with photography as my beginning niche. Am I gonna is this app just meant just for photographers? Absolutely not. But we are starting with photography, and then hopefully in the future, once the app starts taking off, I wanted to evolve to entrepreneurship. I wanted to evolve, helping the creative community, artists, small businesses, and things like that. Eventually, this will evolve. But for now, photography is the niche we are focusing on. Again, we're trying to. You see, pictures like these are just incredibly beautiful. Just like the colors. I know y'all can't really see it on TikTok, but like the pictures like these are honestly so incredible. Like this. This is pretty. I personally just love very creative photos, very artsy. I like very colorful and very edited pictures. I don't know why. Those are my favorite type of pictures. But yeah, the whole goal is to hopefully, as we're doing this, start building relationships with people. I love getting to know people. I love supporting people. And I really want to start building relationships from doing this. So that's why I'm really scared to come off as spammy, because I don't want to be spammy. I just want to bring as much value as I can. But yeah, so this is gonna be Travers underscore photos on Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and what's his name? Santiago. We're gonna send Santiago a message. Again, all of this is just gonna be copy and paste, because we honestly don't have the time to send Santiago. Because we personally don't have the time to be sending personalized messages to each and every one. So, again, this is what the message says. Hello, Santiago. I hope you're doing well. My name is Abisai, and I'm working on a project called Badger, a platform designed to help photographers showcase their portfolio, gain visibility, connect with their community, and build their brand in real time. I'd love to learn more about your experience as a photographer. What challenges do you face when it comes to marketing yourself, getting noticed, or building meaningful connections? If a platform were built specifically to help, if a platform were built specifically to support photographers like you, what features would you find most helpful for making marketing easier and more effective? Your feedback would mean so much to me, as my goal is to create something that truly helps photographers succeed. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and I hope we get to connect. I hope we get the chance to connect. Best regards, Abisai. Again, this is a very lengthy message, and hopefully we get a response. Again, I'm learning not to take things personal. If people don't respond, it isn't necessarily because of me. But you know what? Maybe they don't. Maybe they just don't have the time to respond. Maybe they just don't want to respond, and that's okay. Being okay is something I gotta learn. Not to take things personal. Again, reaching out to people has always been a fear of mine. Again, because once you reach out to people, once you ask for help, the possibility of you getting rejected is there. The possibility of people saying no is there. The possibility of people making fun of you is there. The possibility of you being embarrassed is there. The you're just you're just becoming vulnerable, and it's okay. Again, it's okay. People are gonna say no, and it's just part of life. You just got to get over it. So that's one thing I'm trying to learn, figure out, is how to get over it, and not let it affect me. And just, if you have a dream, a vision, pursue it, do it, no matter the cost. Right? No matter the cost, we got to keep pushing forward. Are we really gonna stop ourselves because we were afraid of being rejected? Like, come on now. That isn't a good enough excuse. That's been an excuse that I've had for a long, long time. And now that is not a good enough excuse. We got to push. Okay, so the next person we're going to be looking at is neophyte_shutterbug on Instagram. Living life one frame at a time. Photographer. Yeah, we just finished checking out some of their work. Really cool. Really, really cool. Again, this person from Singapore, I want to focus more on people in the States, but Instagram doesn't give me a filter just to search within my area, or doesn't give me a filter to search within a specific area. So it just has to be general. The only way you could start searching by specific areas is by hashtags. So if I was to put San Antonio photographers, it would just narrow it down to San Antonio photographers, Austin photographers, Dallas photographers, New York photographers, and things like that. I think that's actually what we're going to do after this. We're going to see how well it works. But again, the only bad thing with that is that if one person uses that hashtag over and over and over again, you're just going to keep seeing their work pop up over and over and over and over again. So it could be kind of exhausting, but it's okay. Okay, let's do that. I love New York, and I want to connect more with people from New York. So let's look up New York portrait photographers. I live in San Antonio, and I should be looking at photographers here in town, but the goal is that once we start launching, once we start getting more data, we really start doing that. I've always wanted to live in New York or LA. I love New York. I love how creative it is. I love how open it is. I love how busy New York is, right? Like the drive, you land in New York, and just the atmosphere. Everybody's trying to make it in New York. Everybody has big dreams. Everybody has big ambitions, and it's very contagious. And that's what I love. I live in San Antonio, Texas, and to be honest, do I love San Antonio? I do. It's an okay city. It's a city where you come to retire. There's a lot of retired people here. It's a city where, if you want to have kids, a family, and that's your whole ambition in life, which is okay, you stay in San Antonio. But if you really have big dreams, you really have big goals, you really want to do creative things, cool things, exciting things, new things, you got to go to a city where it's kind of allowed to do those things. Again, like over here, like there's a lot of things I personally love doing and I want to do, but nobody does them. Like that community isn't here. So I'm trying to start that here in my city. And I got to figure out a way how to do it. I started hosting meetups. I really started hosting meetups. Today we had a meetup today. It was me and my friend. We were there from 7 p.m. till like 9. And then one of my hiking buddies, she reached out to me, and she saw my story on my Facebook, and she saw like, "Hey, are y'all still at the are y'all still there? Cause we're in the area." I said yes, and they pulled up. And one of my friends, who's also a hiker, and she came to one of our meetups. She brought she launched a little deck of cards, um, and we played that deck of cards till midnight. So we ended up playing from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Just playing cards and just spending time with each other, which honestly was super super cool. Okay, oh man, this one's based in Milano, Italy. Okay, so this one's gonna be Ariana Angelini. Ariana Angelini. Okay, so yeah, we gotta be supportive, right? We gotta be supportive and just and show love. I personally, when I see photos like these, I gotta learn how to use typography in my I gotta learn how to use typography in my photos. Like things like this graphic design. I personally love like this yellow, like highlighter yellow on this just makes it pop up, like pop out. Like this is awesome. So yeah, we're gonna reach out again. This person has 12,000 followers. Are they gonna need my help at this very moment? They might not, but doesn't mean we can't reach out to people. Ariana, hello Ariana. I hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. That's that. Let's see. In frame media on the different influences approaches. Um, let's see. Photographer and writer. We got to reach out to all types of people, all types of photographers. So we'll get this person's feedback. Let's see. Message. This is gonna be David Gibson underscore street photography on Instagram. You can't message this account unless they follow you. To connect, they might help to follow them. Unfortunately, they don't accept messages, so it's okay. We just gotta move on and reach out to the people do have that do have that do have messages on. Okay, this is so sick. I don't know if y'all could see it, but it's the cow, and then it's the shadow of a lady, but the shadow of the lady is in the same position as the eye, which is super super trippy and super cool. Okay, so the next person we're gonna be looking at is gonna be Quinn Briar Photo. Quinn Briar Photo. This is so cool. It's just crazy how photography people are interpreted in different ways. There's different types of photographies, different types of photographers. Everybody uses like a camera, but everybody uses that tool differently, which is honestly super impressive and so cool. So cool to see. Hey Quinn. Hey Quinn. Okay, so that's that. Inohosa Media and Liluxia photo account Japanese. Okay, so that's cool. You see, being able to. These are so sick. You see, things like this is so cool. These are so sick. It makes me wanna. It makes me wanna. It makes me wanna travel to New York. We just gotta get back to taking pictures. You see, this is what I mean. This is so inspiring. We gotta get back to taking pictures. Honestly, seeing everybody's work is so inspiring, and it makes me want to take pictures. Like taking pictures at a rooftop, next level. Like literally next level. Like I'm really obsessed with his photos, especially the rooftop photos. Like this is like some of them. Um, this is honestly so cool. The only thing is that if I was to be shooting up there, I don't know how I would do since I'm terrified of heights. But just the background of this is truly amazing. Again, if y'all want to check him out, his handle is Hiros underscore medias. HIROS underscore medias. MEDIAS. So let's go ahead and message him. Hello. Screw it. We'll just send it like that. Daily photography, art, travel, research. Life of a writer, art and art historian in New York City, daily photography, art, travel. Again, we're trying to connect with as many people as possible. Like I said, doing all of this is probably my least favorite part. Because the messages that I'm currently sending, they don't really have like nothing too personal to it. I'm just copy and pasting something from ChatGPT that me and Chad came up with. Again, I don't have the time to be able to send personalized messages to each and every to each and every person that I want to reach out to. Again, if I hello Elise, hold on. If I send if I send 25 if I send 25 messages, which the goal is to send more than 25, but since this week we are barely starting off, we got to get the ball rolling and keep our keep our keep our goals kind of small, just so that way we could reach them and we could gain that confidence to keep growing, compared to saying, you know what, today we are going to message 100 people. The day ends and we don't even message 10 people. How defeated are we really going to feel, compared to just being real, right? So let's say the goal is to send 25 messages. That's the goal for tonight. It's currently 4:48, so we're gonna stay up till we have to, sending 25 messages to 25 photographers. We're gonna do this for this week, and every week we wanna bump it up a lot more and more. So let's see, 25 people times 7 days in the week. It's 175 people times 4 weeks. That's 700. That's 700 people I should be reaching out to by the end of the month. Okay, now this is where the scary part is. If 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 2% of the people reach back to me, that's oh no, that's 20%. Okay, so if 20% of the people that I reach out to reach back out to me, that's 140, right? But this is the scary part. 700 times 0.02, which is 2%. It's 14 people. So I should be expecting at least 14 responses back out of 700. So that's why I got to be reaching out to a lot more people than 25 people. We're reaching out to people because we're trying to gather data. We're trying to build the best app. The goal is to build the best app. And the only way to build the best app is getting as much user information as possible, gathering as much data as possible. I have an idea of what I want. Again, I love taking photos, and I resonate with this so much. So that's why I have like my own biased opinion. But the problem we are trying to solve is exposure. Exposure is the biggest problem we are solving. How can I help people gain more exposure? Gain more exposure with their community around them. I know we have TikTok. TikTok for exposure is truly amazing. Probably that and YouTube are the two platforms that honestly bring so much exposure to you, which is honestly awesome. It's awesome. But I'm trying to bring exposure. I'm trying to help people get exposure to their community around them, so that way they could get more collaborations, they could get more work. Again, what benefit do I gain as a photographer in San Antonio if someone from China sees my work, right? The probability of me working with that person is very unlikely compared to like me gaining exposure and me building a community around my area. How much more opportunities would arise if the person next to me knew that I was a photographer, right? How much more opportunities, how much more collaborations, how much more friendships would we gain and have if the people literally around us, whether the people around us, whether we're at the supermarket, whether we're at the movies, whether we're pumping gas, whether we're at the gym, whether we're on our way to work, whether we're wherever you're at, how many more opportunities would we honestly have if the people around us knew what we did, right? Again, that's why I believe so much in bringing. That's why I believe so much in Badger. I think it's gonna change the way we connect. It's gonna change the way we market ourselves, and it's hopefully gonna bring much more opportunities, much more collaborations, much more work for the people that use this app. So we got to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing. The next person we are going to be looking at is Sultanate underscore off underscore Iman. SULTANATE underscore OF underscore EMAN. Iman. Photography is this incredible tool that crafts the space, allowing us to tune into those subtle, often unnoticed nuances that shape our experience. Okay, so let's message Iman. Hello, Iman. I hate autocorrect. Iman. Hello, Iman. Send. Okay, let's see. Let's see how many messages we've sent. You've sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 messages so far. We have 10 more messages to go. Okay, let's see. Portrait Uni. Magnum Photos photographer. Magnum Photos is a collective of photographers committed to documenting world events. Photographer, curator, live WS Street, Metacam. Exhibition. Okay, so let's see. Let's message. Hello, Agnes. Okay, cool. Okay, that's done. Lens. Frozen portraits. Juan's supponent. Click buttons professionally. That camera looks so cool. You see, photos like these are honestly the best. I love photos like these. These are so sick. That's his story. Oh, shit. These are honestly sick. His work is super cool. Hey, Juan Pablo. Hello, Juan. Hope you're doing well. Your photos are so inspiring, and so creative. Okay, cool. Hello, Juan. Cool. His photos are honestly really cool. Super excited that I ran into his page. Oh shoot. Okay, before we move on, um his Instagram is Juan Supona time. Okay, so it's gonna be JUANSUPONATIME. Again, his work was truly amazing. I should definitely check it out. Um, Geo Photo Gallery, Puerto Rico. Again, we're trying to reach out to as many people as possible with different styles. I personally love portraits, editorials, anything with fashion. But this app is for any photographer, right? From landscape photography to real estate photography to food photography to all types of photography. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. ICP, Center of Photography. Let's see. Lake North Explorer Calendar, workshops. You see, and that's the thing about Instagram right now, that I'm trying to find photographers, but it's just so hard to find these photographers. A lot of it are just like galleries or like featured pages and things like that. I need you to close your eyes tight. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, cool. We can message them because you gotta follow them, and I am not about to start following people. Let's see. Let's see. Pays. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Lens culture. Jess Brew here, photographer, creative director at Outhouse. Licensing. Yeah, you know what? We need to start taking pictures. We ourselves have to start creating. How do we expect to collaborate and meet different people if we aren't putting ourselves out there and like trying to make things happen? So yeah. That's what we're gonna be doing. Hopefully later on today, God willingly, we gotta start taking pictures. Yeah, just we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. We gotta put ourselves out there with the big boys. And yeah, we gotta start. Let's see, heroes. Let's see, art design, architecture, AR design, digital creator, ink, fashion model, the kid Milton. Okay, oh shoot. Okay, so this one is gonna be the kid the so this photographer is gonna be the underscore kid million. His name's Ben. Um yeah. But yeah, like seeing other people take pictures, honestly, it's so inspiring. Again, that's why we're focusing on photographers, because I myself have a passion and a love for photography, all types of photography. So whenever I see other people's work, it truly is so inspiring. I just love creative people, how they're able to see a vision and try their best to bring it to life, which they do such an awesome job. And it's crazy because everybody just shoots with a camera, but everybody has their own unique and different style of taking things. Some people just like natural light, some people like artificial lights, some people like no editing, some people like a lot of editing, some people like very simple pictures, some people love very creative pictures. And there's just such a diverse of like photos out there, which is truly amazing, remarkable, which I personally love a lot. So yeah, it's so cool seeing so many like creatives out there, so many photographers, um, just making the dreams come true. So we're gonna send a message to Ben, and throughout the day, again, we are sending messages. This is my least favorite part of building this startup. We're trying to build a tech startup, and the way that I'm gonna approach this tech startup is by gaining as much feedback as possible, gaining as much user feedback as possible. Um, and we're just starting out. We're trying to get feedback. If the goal is to send 25 messages by the end of tonight, do that for a whole week straight. That is what, like 140 messages. 25 times 7, 175 messages, 175 people I should be reaching out by the end of this week, times 4, because of 4 weeks, it's 700 people I should be messaging. From these 700 people, maybe only 2% reach out to me. That is 14 people. So that's why it's super, super important to reach out to as many people as possible. But again, the way I'm doing it is coming off very, very spammy. I don't like it. I don't like sending just messages like that. But I got to find a different way to reach out to people. I got to find a better way to bring value to people. So what I'm going to be doing is going to start finding photographers that I really do love and start featuring them on Badger's page. It's just to bring exposure. And then hopefully that starts taking off. And then other photographers are going to want to be featured on that page. And if they do, in order for them to be able to get featured, they're going to have to answer some survey questions. Again, all of this is to be able to build the best app for them. So hopefully they start realizing that, you know what, if I start answering these questions, it's just going to benefit them at the end. So yeah, that's the goal. Let's see how many messages we've sent so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We have 21 messages so far. We've messaged 21 people so far. We need 4 more people to message. 4 more people to message. Again, messaging people here on Instagram is kind of hard. Like the messaging part is easy. Just finding photographers is the hard part. Right here, we're going to be reaching out to Russ O'Connell. His username is going to be RUSSOC photo. Again, it's just so interesting seeing everybody's style of photography and how they interpret taking pictures. Again, a lot of this is just copy and paste. Do I want to be sending copy and paste text? Absolutely not. But again, it's gonna take so much time. It's gonna take so much time sending personalized messages to each and every one. And instead of sending 700 messages, if we send personalized messages, it's only going to be maybe 200 messages that I send. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. We went on Instagram. This person is going to be tbuck9. We just went on Instagram. We typed in portrait photography again because that's my favorite type of photography. And we're just going down the line and just messaging people. We need 3 more. 21, 22, 23. No, actually we need 2 more. Okay, 2 more photos and then we should be done for the night. Right now we're looking at people from New York again. God willingly, by the end, once we start getting more investors for this app, this person, you have to follow them in order for you to be able to message them. As much as I would like to message them, I am not going to be following people just to send messages. But yeah, like I was saying that that hopefully once we start getting investors, I'm debating if I wanna keep the headquarters for Badger here in San Antonio, or do I wanna move to like New York or LA. Um, so yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. I've been wanting to live in New York for the longest time, and it would be so cool to be able to launch my tech startup in New York and just experience that. Surround myself with more creatives, um, have more opportunities in New York. But the biggest thing that holds me back from leaving San Antonio is my family. I love my family to death. I wouldn't want to be apart from them, but San Antonio, it's super hard. Again, like I was saying earlier, San Antonio is more like a retired city. You come here to retire. When I talk to people, it's really hard to find people. I really haven't looked that hard either, but it's hard to find those ambitious people. You know, people that have big dreams. You know, people that that just want crazy things, right? Like crazy things out of life. Everybody here just wants to go to school, which there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody just wants to go to school, find a good job, and get married and have kids, and that's cool. You know, that is part of life. But I think there's just so much more to life than waking up, going to work, coming home. You're so tired that you don't even work out. You eat, you shower, and then you sleep. I've never understood the concept of that. That isn't really living. That's just going day by day. And I don't know. I just don't want that anymore. So, blurred.ink was the one we just messaged. But yeah, it's just so hard to like build things here in San Antonio. Just for that same reason that, you know, there's not a lot of open-minded people. Like, well, back when I was doing photography, like I wanted to do a lot of photo shoots and I wanted to do them all for free. But I don't know, people just don't take advantage of opportunities. So that's why, like, staying here in San Antonio, I wouldn't want to. I would like to, like, build these headquarters in New York if possible, but I don't know. Other things tell me that there's just so much potential here in San Antonio that I wouldn't want to miss out that opportunity, because like this city is so like this city is so like new. Like we could start like an art district, because there's no art district here. Like there's so many opportunities, there's so much potential here in San Antonio that it just gives me so much anxiety, because I wish that I was in a position financially to be able to do this. And yeah, like I can't wait for that moment where I do have enough money just to start like bringing my ideas to life. But yeah, like I said, today we had an actual meetup. Today it was me and my friend. We were there from 7 p.m. to like 9 p.m. And then during like 9 p.m. I received a message from one of my hiking buddies. I posted a quick story on my Facebook that I was gonna have this meetup. And she messaged me and she's all like, we're in the area. If it was okay for them to stop by. I'm like, yeah, definitely stop by. They ended up stopping by around like 9:30, 9:45. And we just hanged out. We were playing like one of our hiking buddies. She did this like deck, this card deck, and we were playing that. There, and we played all the way till 12 a.m. Just like building communities like this is so rare here in San Antonio. That it just felt so good being able to experience that, being able to surround ourselves with people that we enjoy, having those deep conversations. I don't know, just something about it just like gave me so much feel. Like I was like, you know what, I'm so pumped. Like I gotta make this happen. Like there's no ifs or buts about it. Like we gotta make this happen. We got to make this happen. So yeah, so I'm on a mission to bring Badger to life. I'm on a mission to start building a community, like building a community that revolves around helping each other grow. Being like, I want this community I want this to be a very selfish community in the sense that I'm there to work on my projects. I want this person to be there working on their projects, and everybody there is working on their own individual projects. And if we need someone to talk to, I could turn to my left or to my right and talk to someone. Because I know that they're gonna listen. If I need ideas, if we need a brainstorm, we're right there to help each other out. um yeah, like if they need help creating content, that we're right there to help each other out. Like I have my phone, I have my camera, I have everything they need in order for them to create. If they don't have a computer to edit, I have all the software they need to edit. If they need a camera to take pictures, I have a camera to take pictures. Again, my friend with the plane deck card, um tomorrow I'm gonna take some time out of my day to take pictures of her card deck and try to do like a cool little editorial photo shoot for her deck. Again, I just want to help people. My goal is to help them accomplish their dreams, because because in me helping them accomplish their dreams, they're helping me accomplish my dreams, which is building the best community out there, building the most helpful, supportive, encouraging community out there. One of my biggest fears whenever it comes to one of my biggest fears that comes to mind whenever it comes to like networking is back when I was like developing, right? Back when I was like 18, 19 years old. Oh man. Back when I was 18, 19 years old, I had gone to this event. I had gone to this event, and in this event, shoot. No, no, no. I had gone to this I had gone to this I had gone to this tech event, um and I went there not knowing anything, right? From It was a 3-day startup, and from what I had understood is that people would go there, you would hear people's ideas, and then from there they would break up into groups, and then you would pick whichever pitch you liked, and you would be there like trying to bring that idea to life within 3 days. And this was my first time going to a tech event in my whole life. I took my computer, I downloaded this like learning how to code software just to act like I knew what I was doing and things like that. And I went there so confident. I went there so happy, so excited, because I wanted to be part of this tech community. And when I got there, I didn't put myself out there. Again, I was shy, I was nervous, I was excited. I didn't know what to do, who to talk to, so I just kept to myself. And for 3 days, no one talked to me. I went there and I picked the group that I wanted to work. I didn't pick the group. I went with the pitch that I liked the most. And in that group, we went to a separate room and we started working. We sat down at a table, and everybody started introducing themselves. Everybody started talking about who they were, what title they had. Like, oh, I'm a software developer. I'm in marketing. I'm this. I'm that. And everybody started talking about how they would bring value to this project. And when it came to me, I'm like, I'm just here to learn. And I'm like, whatever y'all need me, I'll do. But that's as much value as I could bring. And I thought I was gonna be able to bring some sort of value, but for 3 days I was useless. Nobody talked to me. I was just taking up space. I was just taking up time. I felt like such a bother. I felt so humiliated. I felt so worthless when I left that. When I left that 3 day startup, it crushed my heart. I never felt so worthless, so pointless in my whole life, and I'm like, fuck. I never want to feel like this again. So that's taught me a lot. Never do I want to put anybody in that position. Never do I ever want to make anybody feel worthless or pointless. So my goal is to build the greatest community out there where everybody brings some sort of value. Let's see how many we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Exactly 25. So this concludes Badger. This concludes Exposure by Badger, episode 2. Tomorrow we're going to work on episode 3. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And we will see each other tomorrow.